Welcome to your Cyber Daily News Update for July 9th, 2026. Today's top cybersecurity stories include an AI security charter backed by over 70 cyber firms, malicious AI agents planted in open-source repositories, fake VPN and 7-zip apps, turning victims into proxy nodes, critical Ubiquiti patches for command injection flaws, a massive Accenture source code breach, Chrome 150 patching 27 vulnerabilities, unpatched Tenda firmware backdoors, and CERT warnings about administrative access vulnerabilities. Let's get into it. First up, over 70 cybersecurity organizations have signed the CREST AI Charter, detailing responsible use of AI for security. This voluntary framework establishes guidelines for ethical AI deployment in cybersecurity, aiming to prevent misuse while encouraging innovation. The charter comes as AI-powered attacks become increasingly sophisticated and AI tools proliferate across the security industry. Next, cybersecurity researchers at CERT identify a big rise in suspicious and malicious toolsets being planted in open-source repositories. These AI-infected packages target developers and organizations that trust open-source software, potentially compromising entire development pipelines and supply chains. The findings highlight growing concerns about AI-powered malware that can bypass traditional security measures. Staying with malware, fake apps like WireVPN and a Trojanized 7-zip are turning victims into residential proxy nodes, letting criminals route traffic through their IPs. The lurking lizard operation has fooled users into downloading fake versions of legitimate software, enrolling their devices as proxy nodes without consent. This criminal business model spans from infection to fake reviews designed to drive more traffic to their malicious storefronts. Turning to vulnerabilities, Ubiquiti released security updates for 7 critical Unify OS vulnerabilities, including enabling command injection attacks with a CVSS score of 10.0. The maximum severity flaw affects Unify Connect application versions 3.4.16 and earlier, used to manage commercial building systems like smart lighting and EV chargers. Organizations using affected versions should update promptly to reduce compromise risks. In breach news, Accenture confirmed a security incident after a hacker claimed to steal 35 gigabytes of source code, keys, and Azure credentials now offered for sale. The professional services giant says it contained the incident, remediated its source, and experienced no operational or service delivery impact. The breach highlights ongoing challenges in protecting intellectual property and cloud credentials within large enterprise environments. In patch updates, Chrome 150 has resolved 27 vulnerabilities, including 13 use-after-free bugs, with 2 critical severity flaws found by Google's security team. The refresh strengthens browser security against memory corruption attacks that could allow remote code execution. Users should update immediately to protect against potential exploitation of these newly discovered issues. From network devices, an unpatched backdoor in Tenda firmware allows unauthenticated attackers to access a device's web management interface with full administrative privileges. The vulnerability remains unpatched, despite being disclosed by CERT Coordination Center, affecting multiple routers, switches, and networking products. Researchers discovered the authentication bypass within the login function's logic. Finally, CERT Coordination Center has issued additional warnings about the unpatched Tenda firmware backdoor, emphasizing the critical nature of this vulnerability. The authentication mechanism behaves unexpectedly after failed login attempts, retrieving stored passwords and comparing only the password without verifying the username. This design flaw creates a persistent security risk for all affected devices. That's your briefing for today. The CVE numbers and links to every story are in the show notes below. If this update helped you stay ahead of the threats, do us a favor and subscribe so you never miss a day. You can catch Cyber Daily News on YouTube and wherever you get your podcasts. Stay sharp, patch early, and we'll see you next time.